In this video I'm going to walk you through the process I used to make this image on Instagram I put up a couple of weeks ago. It was fairly popular, so I thought I'd do a video on how I made it. It's using Fusion360 and an online app that's similar to Photoshop. So I'll go through it as fast as reasonably possible so that it's not too boring and it'll be fairly entertaining hopefully. And yeah, let's check it out. Right, as you can see, I've got these two sort of ring shapes here. They're 4 bodies each. We'll have a quick walk through of this one first. Yeah, so I've just got these 4 little cylinders. Got a construction at an angle. And keep skipping along here. I've just patterned them over. Now I'll start to link them up with the loft. Alright. Now mirror copy that, so we've got a mirror. And then patterned it around. Now we get this crazy shape. And then yeah, I had to join those up so that they were 4 connected bodies instead of lots of little segments. Then I started putting in these other weird spherical things, and they're light emitting bodies that I've used in the rendering space. We'll get to that later. Yeah, I wanted some little coloured shines on the aluminium, and it's having a bit of a freak out because I've copied and moved the rings, and there you go. So we've got two sets there. That's pretty cool. So I'll start from scratch and go through this as quickly as I can because there's a fair bit to it. It's like a little bit advanced. I don't want it to be a boring video, so I'll just go through as quickly as I can and try and remember roughly what I've done. So it's not going to be exactly the same. It'll be similar. Make it a little bit random. So something like this time. And I want a revolve point. I think that's all I need for that sketch. Now, yeah, we'll finish that there. Okay, now I'm going to revolve these bodies. It's going to be symmetric. Doesn't have to be, I think, but we'll do that. And they're going to be new bodies. Select the axis. Will be that one that I put in there. I could have used the origin. Alright, and then it's only going to be so we can do it like this: 360 divide by, say, 24 or 12 is probably okay. Okay, that's way too much. 24 gives you some little chunks. Even that's too much. 48. That's looking about right. Let's use that. So I just have to remember that for the future, 48, and then that'll help us with the pattern. So what I might actually do here as well is I'll add little, I want to add some chamfers on here, just why not? And they're going to be not equal distance. We'll do 2 distance. So the in can be, say, 1 mil, and then the down can be like 4, so it's a sort of a pointier shape. Yep, and then I'll do the same thing again on the bottom, and the reason I didn't do that in one feature is because sometimes it doesn't work when you try and do that. So what did we say? In 1, up 4. It doesn't matter if they're not the same anyway, but yeah, that's a good start. Now I will pattern, yeah, pattern, circular pattern, bodies, Control A. No, it doesn't work, of course. Select them all. Now axis, turn on our sketch again, even though the origin would have worked, but so now if I do 24, Does that too many? Okay, so 12. 12's cool, and then what I'll do is suppress all but one of them. Okay, so there's probably a better way to do this actually, I'm not sure. This is good enough for now. Okay. Yep. Alright, now I'll just get in here and loft between these bodies. I'll do them in a weird not in a straight line. Let's just try something and see what happens. So make them go there to there. Alright, now get this. What do we want? Tangent, right? Yeah. Right, off. So I'm going this way, that's all. Tangent. Use it, tangent. This one, tangent, off. This one, tangent. This one, okay. What's that one to go? Loft. Done. Go. Come on, tangent. Tangent. Okay. Alright, so we got our tangents done there. Might, I could have filleted these a little bit. That's, wonder if I can just do that now. I should step back actually. I'll slide this back and fillet those before I've revolved it. Fillet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reckon about 3 mil. Maybe a bit more. 5. Doesn't like it. 4. 4's good. Let's go with that. Alright, back to the end of the timeline. Computing. Indeed. Alright, that's cool. Now, I'm going to mirror on... I've got bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirror plane. Be down here. That's it. Join is good. Alright. Pattern. Circular. Bodies good. Select objects. Got this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Axis. Same one. Oh, that must be 4, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Bit of a weird, interesting thing. Alright, so now I just need a couple of bodies to help light it up for the render. So I'm going to on that one. Right now. So I was going to change the lights intensity to get effect on. And I'll top to it here. Alright. Yep, finish sketch. Now I've got to extrude these out. And I'll probably make them into spheres. The easy way to do that is to just add a fillet that is the same size as the extrude, or the half of the diameter. 100, so make that 50 both ways. Symmetrical. Okay. Now fillet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they should be 50. Cool, spheres done. So we want to combine that one. It's going to be a little bit tricky to see. That one. That one. That one. Okay, that's that one. Okay, now the other thing. Done. Combine. So it's okay. It's quick. Combine them. Yep. Yeah, that's enough. 25. What's it for? Combine. That one. No. Okay, that's done. So now these two. Combine. That one. Okay, okay. And that's one. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1. Yep. 2. Yep. 3. Yep. 4. Yep. And then the 3 lights. Cool. Render. Now we can render it. Appearance. Should already be in this project. Yep. So we'll do that one aluminium polished, and the other side one aluminium polished. And then we'll copy, edit, make it dark, and rename it. So black. Done. That one. And that one. Cool. Alright. Now, need to make these lights happen. Let's see here. Use, doesn't really matter what I use, but plastic. Translucent, whatever. Okay, so let's just use that. Duplicate. Alright, so edit this one. Let's make this one yellow. Call it yellow. Yellow, done. Drag that on there. Actually, you know what I should have done? This will be better. Delete that. Make this one emissivity, or however you say it first, and then copy that. Now, if I recall correctly, I want this to be around 100. Apply. I think that's right. Duplicate. Edit. Yeah, we'll do red. Come on. We're done. Duplicate. Edit. That's weird. Is that turquoise? Whatever that is. Okay, so then we go to red one. And that one. Alright. Close. Now, scene settings. Turn the light down. Let's go 200. Environment library. I'll go photo booth. Settings. I'm going to do a clear background anyway, but for the demo here to look at it, make it black. So yeah, transparent background for adding it onto a Photoshop project. Okay, I'll just do a bit of an in-canvas render. Okay, the in-canvas render won't show up on the video, so I'll cut that out, but that was looking like it was getting there. I just need to turn this down. That's at 1000, so I'll go 200. So it's very dark. I'll get rid of the render gallery here. So I want to make it so the lights reflect. So I need to put the camera here somewhere where the lights will actually be reflecting onto the ring. Let's try that. Alright, that's a good start. Make these a bit brighter. Appearance. They go in a different order, that's strange. Edit. Advanced. Emissivity. Turn that up to 200. Okay. Edit. Okay. Anyway, 200. Okay. Alright. That should have fixed it so that it's a bit more reflections on here. So about there. In canvas render. Alright. Okay, I could keep playing with that, but that's the basic idea there. So I might just tweak it a bit before I export this, but essentially now what we're going to do, render, and so yeah, if you're going to do something for Instagram, there's not much point in going more than 1080 by 1080. So this will be for YouTube at 1080p. So we want 1920 by 1080, and transparent background. Yeah, there we go. So local render, because it's on my computer rather than the Fusion360 computer, cloud computing. Advanced settings, and then final is normal, and might as well go advanced because I don't think advanced. Sorry, go to excellent, and then I don't think it'll take too long. Okay, there's the rendered result. I'll continue on. It's not perfect, and obviously you can keep playing with it to get it how you want, but we'll just use this for now, and we'll move over to Photoshop, where I'll put a background image in there, and we'll actually use some other filters as well. Okay, so I've been using Photopea, I guess that's how you say it, a little bit. It's basically like an online version of Photoshop. For most people, this is probably an acceptable substitute because its functionality is still quite good. It's a little bit glitchy at times, but you can save your project as a PSD file, export, save as PSD, so you can open that up again if it crashes, so you don't just have to rely on that one instance getting you through your project. And now let it go. Okay, yeah, if you hover in there a little bit, then it works. So you can see it's got that same aspect ratio, 1920 by 1080, and I've got an image here I'm going to use for my background, and that is from the lunar eclipse a few weeks ago. This one, it's usable. It's not the most amazing, but just for this example video. Okay, so what I want to do is basically just make this bigger. There's plenty of pixels here in this background image, so if I hold down Shift to keep the ratio, I can expand that out. Something like that. This doesn't have to be perfect as well, because I'm going to just use it as a background, and I'm going to blur that a little bit. So we'll go to move, just drag this over. Okay. Now, if I go to filter and blur, we go to lens blur because it has quite a bit of control in that filter. Alright, so yeah, you can see in the background there it's blurring. It makes it look more realistic. It compensates for the fact that maybe it was getting a bit grainy, the resolution and the quality was not 100% perfect. So I don't need it to be too blurry though, so let's go back to 10. Basically just changing that parameter will change the amount of blur. So 10 is probably not quite enough. Let's try 12. A little bit more, 15. Yeah, I'm going to say 15 is okay. And what else we can do here is I can play around with the lightness and darkness of this, but the easiest way to change this is to change the opacity. Then I just need to bring in a black behind this. So here's one I've prepared earlier. Alright. So we've got black in the background. Yeah, this opacity here, make that say, yeah, something like that, that's fine. Now, This one, I can make that bigger. I think I'll just leave it at that size. But what I do want to do is add a little bit of lens blur. Maybe just 5. Let's see if that looks about right. Just softens it up and makes it look real. We'll just go with that. Okay, so I don't want to keep going on and on, so I'll just save that, export as a PNG, and then we'll take a look at it. Here's the exported image. As you can see, it's not quite as fancy as the one I did on Instagram, but yeah, I made it as quickly as possible. And if you want to make it nicer, you obviously can spend more time in the CAD and more time in the Photoshop app. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how I made that image. And here's the one that I made for Instagram to compare. Okay, I hope you found that useful and entertaining. I'm trying to keep a pretty good pace with the videos coming out, doing 1 per week. So if you want to see what I've got coming up, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, bye.